Welcome to the final installment of Booking the Wrestler with Mark Henry, the silverback. Oh, I gotta stop doing that. That hurts. But here we go. You've seen the last two. This is number 3. How does Mark Henry get the World Heavyweight Championship? Wait, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, not the World Heavyweight Champion he held before when he was up against Sheamus. WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This is where it's gonna go. After he destroys Biggie Langston and his compatriots, Mark Henry decides he wants the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And at this time, it's being held by Triple H. Yes, I'm going to use Triple H in this, where he should be doing it anyway. He goes to Triple H and he says, Hunter, me and you have been around each other for a long time, but we really never really faced each other. How about me and you have something together? How about me and you actually go at it? I want the World Heavyweight Championship. How about you give it to me? Now, normally you would think with Hunter Hearst Helmsley, the King of Kings, he would try and manipulate the situation and try to get Mark Henry out of it or try to manipulate. But you know what? I'm going to combine real life with this. Because at this time, Triple H, going with the story of going with the story of Daniel Bryan and Zach Gowen, the ones you've seen previously that I've done, Triple H is currently the champion, but he's also the current owner of the company, legitimately. So he says, you know what, I'm going to be honest with you. I've always wanted you to become World Heavyweight Champion, WWE World Heavyweight Champion for quite a while, but I always had a problem with Vince and Steph. They never really gave you that shot because you're black. I've never thought of you anything other than just a wrestler. So you know what? At Survivor Series, I'm going to give you your shot. I'm going to give you what you should have been given over a decade ago when you were red hot as sexual chocolate. And when you were hot back in 2011 as a silverback. When you had the World Heavyweight Championship and everyone went crazy for you. I'm going to let you have it. And it's going to be at Survivor Series at the main event. And it legitimately actually happens. In between that time, from Hell in a Cell to Survivor Series, Mark Henry doesn't wrestle. He goes around and he's seen with his family. Because Mark Henry's already stated this very clearly. He wanted to retire. He only came back because Biggie Langston pissed his ass off. So instead of seeing him in the ring, like everybody else, you're not going to see him in the ring. You're actually going to see him with his family. You're going to see him with his wife and his kids going to school. And he's going to be interviewed by JoJo, the cute, adorable JoJo. I wish she was my girlfriend, but I'm too old for her. Oh, this will happen when you're 44 nearing 45. You can't be with a girl that young. She don't want you. You're too old. You're near 50. Damn it all. Why can't I be a young man? But anyway, she interviews him. And she says, Mark, how come you're not doing any wrestling in the ring? Don't you want to prepare for Survivor Series against Triple H? And Mark says it very clearly. Of course I'm preparing. I'm exercising. I even go to the training center to exercise as well. But I'm spending time with my family because look, I've been doing this since I was 27 years old. And I've been wrestling all these years, going on the road, missing my wife, missing my kids. I'm not doing that anymore. This will be my last match. I've spoken to Triple H about it. I'm retiring after this match. He's going to let me keep the title. And that's it. He'll reproduce a new title and then crown a new champion. I want this title. That's if I win it. Because I deserve it. I worked my ass off as one of the few black men in wrestling that has been legitimately one of the most strongest and toughest men there. And that's the way he's going to be booked. As someone who's at the end of his career, and he chose to end it because of the life he led. He worked very hard to be where he is. And being a black man in wrestling from the 90s into the 2000s still isn't very easy. You don't spend time with your family. There's still racism. And Vince was mentioned by Triple H directly to make it understandable. So when Survivor Series comes around, Mark Henry and Triple H are standing in the ring on the main event. And before they get started, Triple H says this: Mark, I know this is special, but I want to say this as not Triple H, but as Paul. No matter what happens here, you earned everything you got. You worked really hard. And it's an honor to work with you. And I'm not BSing you because this is your last match. I'm saying it because you earned it. I hope you win this match. But I'm not going to give it to you that easy. You're going to have to bust your ass to get it. This is your chance to get the title and retire with it as champion. Something that's not done anymore. You're a retiring champion that gets to keep the title. So you're going to have to kick my ass to get it. Mark takes the mic and he says, you know I'm going to kick your ass. And thank you. That's all he says. And they get into it and they have a good match. And in the end, Mark Henry wins that title. He does. Mark Henry wins the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. He does win it. His wife is there. His kids are there. They all come from behind the barricades, jump into the ring, and hug the man. And Mark Henry legitimately breaks down and cries because this is something he loves. He loved, well, he wasn't a big, huge fan of wrestling, but he did love wrestling to a certain extent in real life. And now it culminates into him retiring with a championship belt. And this is what happens the next night on Raw. Because Mark Henry comes in with his title on his shoulder in his regular clothes. And he comes in the middle of the ring and he says this: to everybody who's here, thank you. I've been doing this since 1997. I've been doing this a long time. I love working. I love being sexual chocolate. I love being the silverback of the WWE. I love being Mark Henry, the world's strongest man. And now I love being your world heavyweight champion. But as I said days before, I'm retiring. I've worked 19 years in the business. I've been a weightlifter before then. And it's time to retire. Triple H has said it very clearly. This is mine. I've earned it. So Triple H said simply that I am now Mark Henry, World Heavyweight Champion, retired. I don't need to defend my title. It is my title, and I'm always going to keep it. And I want to say to Triple H, thank you. Thank you for what you've given me. And Triple H comes out with a new title, and he says to Mark, Mark, I ask you to do one more thing for me. I know you retired, but I want you to be the one who awards the new champion with the title. Now this goes into 2017. And at WWE WrestleMania 34, WrestleMania 34, WrestleMania 33, Mark Henry is asked to be the one to give the new title to the new champion. So in this respect, there's not going to be a tournament. What's going to happen at Royal Rumble, whoever wins the Royal Rumble gets a chance to get the title. And I'm not talking about whoever beats a whole bunch of people and then meets another person, and then at Royal Rumble, they get the title once they face them. No. Whoever wins the Royal Rumble automatically gets the title and is presented the title at Royal Rumble. Not Royal Rumble, at WrestleMania 33. I'm sorry, I said Royal Rumble. That is how I would do it. You want to have something special. You want Royal Rumble to be special. The newly crowned WWE World Heavyweight Champion would not be crowned at Royal Rumble or the night next. He would be crowned at WrestleMania 33. And he would be crowned by the previous champion who had retired with the previous belt. So there would be a new belt, a new design, and Mark Henry would be the one to present it. And he would present it, let's say, to Ryback. That's the best person that would get that title if he won the Royal Rumble 2017 and waited all the way up to WrestleMania 33. He literally, at the end of the show, would be standing in the middle of the ring, and he would be with Triple H, and he would be with Mark Henry, and Mark Henry would present him with the new title. And that is how it would end with Mark Henry. Having not only a title, but total relevance, because the man deserved it. He earned it after so many years. But this is just my point of view on a booking. What's yours? I hope you enjoyed this booking of Mark Henry. And my Booking the Wrestler series, give me a comment below. Do you think I should do another Mark Henry review? Well, Mark Henry Booking the Wrestler. Who should Mark Henry go up against if you want me to do another one? Should he have a rivalry against a previous muscle man or not? You guys tell me below. Have a good day and have a good night. Peace!